Alright, Paranormal Endeavors has just turned 4 years old. We've had a bunch of diverse cases all across the spectrum, and so we just kind of did a roundtable discussion of some of our best memories, some of our best cases, and it was kind of good just to get with some of our investigators, and we had quite a few generations, terming generation as like Chapter 1 investigators, 2, 3, and who are still with us present day. So it was kind of cool to have some of the newbies talking with us, and then some of the, I guess the oldies, or the more senior researchers with the team. You guys talk just a little bit. I'm going to set the level.
Princess!
Talking, we're talking.
To be on it.
La la la.
What? You are, oh my god, Princess!
Well, appreciate you being with us here for this, Jason. I know that I haven't seen you for a while, or you actually have been out of action for a while.
You hurt my feelings when I left.
I'm sure. Mary, she's kind of the newest one of us here, so she probably won't have as much to say, but just kind of...
I just think we should get a dog.
Kind of talking about some of the favorite moments that we've had so far. The elders here, me and Alex. Alex started with us at the beginning. Yeah.
I don't think I was ever a skeptic. I usually have a pretty open mind about things. I believe in stuff like aliens and ghosts, and I believe in God and stuff. And if you believe in the afterlife, why the heck can't there be ghosts? It just doesn't make any sense. So
when Paranormal Endeavors first started back in 2010, you remember, like, I approached you and said, because I knew we went to school together, and I knew that you had an interest in this stuff.
Alex Jackie. Hey, Alex. Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you.
me too.
You've heard a lot about you too?
But yeah, we went to school together. That's where we met at college. So we had an interest in paranormal and cinema. So I just thought maybe it would be a good starter.
A good combo.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to meet you.
Well, yeah, I mean, initially it was supposed to just be like a couple people. Like, I don't know, who was it originally? You, me, and Jackie?
Jeremiah, you, me. I think that's
the other Jackie
started it.
Right?
Oh yeah, Jackie Carpenter.
Yeah.
She was with us for a while.
It's kind of evolved into something bigger, I guess, eventually.
Yeah, we had some time there where we had to go through and weed out some of the people that weren't really taking it seriously.
I know. No, I'm just kidding myself.
Someone else that we know, yeah.
I'm just kind of curious how you guys got started. Was it because of the TV popularity, or was it just you guys started before?
We
took off?
already had took off because, especially me, I was in 4 different groups before. Well, I think this is my 4th being a leader, but 3 other groups or so I was part of. It just seemed like there's a cap of my spirituality in those teams. I wasn't allowed to. I could go so far, and then I wasn't able to advance further. And I originally didn't want to start a team because it's a lot of work to do, but it kind of headed in that direction.
One of the biggest things I'm excited about is the dynamic of this group, and how we have not really skeptics, but just people who aren't as gifted, and then people who are really gifted and sensitive. And so these 2 groups can just kind of come together and work together, help each other out, and it'll be really fun.
Like your say your first couple of investigations or whatever. Did you already know how you were gonna? Structure-wise, how you were gonna Did you have a hard time, knowing what you were gonna do, or?
Yes and no. I wasn't sure how many people would actually take this seriously and who would still be assisting us as we went along. I was worried that it was going to be kind of like, Jeremiah would come along. People like that would come in the team and then they'd drop out envisioned. I had envisioned a team that worked spiritual and scientific from day one. That's always been that's our core base, I guess. Our team would change too much to stray away from that to become, because I didn't want to be all science-based. Give me a sign, Jason. Are you here? Give me a sign. They become a scientific experiment at that point, and it could be seen as disrespectful from their point of view. So that's why I wanted the spiritual side to go with it too, but not too much so the spiritual. I didn't want us going in and be like, oh, there's a woman in your... I didn't want to become sensationalist.
No one's that dramatic. Not on our team, maybe on TV shows.
I didn't want to become that. So there's a fine line that I hope to achieve, and I think that we're okay. We're still there. And taking on team members that do the science and team members are more so in the spiritual, that's good. I'd only ask that people that are in science respect people that do the spiritual, and people that come on our team that do the spiritual respect the science.
My philosophy is you can't have spiritual without science.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
That's
what a lot of people
That's
don't.
completely wrong.
Yeah, that's
what a
wrong.
lot of people don't understand is like you can't have spiritual without science.
Yeah.
They're hand in hand.
Yeah, I remember because I heard about your dowsing rod arms. And I was like, I want to see that. And you wouldn't show me until like a couple later. I don't think we did it.
Yeah.
You never did it at Farrar, right?
I did later on. You
Or
weren't there.
Barney.
I did it before you, but then I did it after. You were never there when I did it.
And the first time I saw you do it was at Chris's place.
Yeah.
Human dowsing rods. This is something that Eric has told me about this whole time, but he's never done it. I keep telling him, I want to see it, Eric. I want to see you do this human dowsing rod thing, and he'd never do it. Finally, he did it. And it was pretty cool looking, gotta admit.
I'm still trying to understand it myself, but I've gotten some pretty cool evidence out of it, especially at the school. When we went there, and I had some photos that were taken of me while I was doing human dowsing rod, and there seemed to be shadow figure moving in over my head.
What's the significance of where his arms are moving?
Yeah,
It's like dowsing rods.
it's the energy drawing his arms to a certain area.
Now I never heard of this.
Yeah. What did you think of that?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't remember, don't you, like, say stuff while you're doing it, too? Like, what you're, like, if you get any visions or anything?
Yeah, yeah. It just opens the human dowsing rod because my hands become the dowsing rods, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and then they move around, and then I did that at Waverly. I never thought I would do it at Waverly. Okay, let's move a little bit from you. What would you say?
No,
then-
it's all about me.
That's Alex for us.
I knew, well, I always enjoyed working with you before I divorced.
Yeah.
And then when I found out about the team, I am interested in paranormal. I've been interested in paranormal and I have like past history with it. And I was thinking about starting my own group, but I like the way yours works and stuff. And I was wondering if there was an opening.
Okay, all right. Well, it's kind of interesting that you do mention that. I've kind of wondered, because I've heard about, because we're friends outside, outside of you being the client, but heard about your interest before, and we actually, Alex took a step down to focus on some work-related things in real life, I guess, this alternative to this, the other life. And so yeah, that's very actually probably likelihood.
Well, at the time, I remember you were thinking of starting like your own team.
Yeah.
You wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And then I guess what persuaded you to, instead of becoming a leader, become kind of a follower? Now you're an administrative.
Because I don't want to
case
be a
manager.
babysitter like you are with us. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, it can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Especially with like me and Jackie.
Yeah, the gypsies. Yep. Yeah. Contact Jack. She's supposed to be here right now.
I mean, and I've always enjoyed working with you, like Farrar and everybody, and I think we click very well.
Is it kind of going in the direction? Are you happy with where we're at? Did you think that you'd
I have
still
some
be with us?
issues with some things, but I always
Yeah.
address you with that.
Yeah.
You know? But I haven't been.
What time is it? It's
involved.
4 o'clock. Man, we're oh man.
Yeah.
I see you interrupted me. I have ADD. Like, focus. You just distracted me. What's the question again? I think it's better now. The team energy is getting a little bit better. Well, a lot better. Not a little, a lot better. You know.
I think so. I mean, I feel very comfortable with this group. I mean, I feel accepted. You know, a lot of times it's like I was the further of the group and it's like everybody's looking at me like, going, you're just too weird. We don't want you.
Well, look at who our leader is. No
Total
one's
freak.
Are you looking for your mommy or your daddy? Or maybe other family? Towards women, though.
Alex.
Do you feel something over there, Eric? Upstairs.
I just keep feeling like there's something there.
I mean, we're all different opinions. We're very opinionated when it comes to us. We say our opinions, but we don't, like a certain case. I didn't like how we stood in the hallway in front of the customer arguing, but, you know, I mean, we all discussed it.
He told me that I have to come because he needs defended. So, that's not to say that he could not be being truthful with me, but I've never had a spirit lie to me before. Some sadness that he's getting blamed for a lot of things.
Concerned about the different directions that we were getting with our psychics and sensitives here. And spirit will play against you sometimes. And sometimes one sensitive might pick up something, another one won't. Countered that before, that's why I'm keeping an open mind with this. You know, because spirits can mock and imitate.
They don't just say, I didn't do it. They'll say, I didn't do it, they did. You know, and he's not pointed a finger.
He said, like, real
Calm
cocky.
down,
Real cocky.
And those are the things that help go towards case profiles that we do too. You learn, you know, that was one of the first ones that we had as a team that was like that.
All different views.
Yeah.
Everyone was picking up something different.
So it was a little bit of a clash, which doesn't happen very much on our spiritual side, but there's a possibility that could happen.
So do you feel like it might have been the spirit or whatever that was causing you guys to clash?
We were riding along with the client on that one.
But, like, I was picking up certain things.
I mean, it takes time to get used to everybody and, you know.
But, I mean, me and Kelly and Eric are very opinionated and strong. And when we believe something, and that's how you get to the little...
We were stubborn.
Yeah.
Not me.
So we were like, you know.
Live and learn. It was a good case. It was a good learning exercise. And that's why we had to develop these profiles a little bit. I think they're helping us.
Yeah. Because that one case we drove for how long, and then she's like, oh, we can't, guys, how long are you going to leave?
Yeah,
She had a roommate, yeah.
Yeah.
We just came all the way out here and I told her, you know, we should think it was just going to be a 5-minute thing.
We started feeling rushed, and she's like, well, how long does this take? We were like on a time schedule, which we weren't aware of.
For some personal reasons, the client was starting to want us out as soon as we could. I talked to her. I got us an extra 20 minutes or so for the spiritual, but only 20 minutes for the spiritual. So we ended our scientific.
Like really, like really big hands.
Did you notice that?
I noticed it too.
You noticed
She was
it?
like, so how long do you think it'll be? She kept asking that.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll be?
But we were rushed, and I don't like rushing the
Yeah.
spiritual. I don't like rushing any of it. You know, they're wanting our help. We need to be there, spend the time that it deserves to do it.
Okay, well, personal experience is probably when I cried like a little bitch. FR. Yeah. Because that was something, you know, actually kind of spiritual that happened.
Yeah, the only legitimate experience I've had personally is when Eric took me and my friend to an abandoned school.
You okay, Alex? You alright?
Yeah. Wow, that was so weird.
Are you trying to hurt me right now? Favorite place is probably the last place that I went.
Where was that?
What is it, Lake City, right?
Stagecoach Inn, Ida Grove.
That's it, yeah.
And when we first got here, setup went really well. We all worked as a team to set up, so obviously it did go well.
A few things that had actually interacted with us or stuff had happened during setup as well. So the energy here has a vibe of potentially being very active, so we'll have to see how it goes.
These are the original timbers. They ripped, they sawed, they created with their own hands. It was also serving as an in-store at that time. People come in here and actually lay on the floor to sleep. If you look at the floor, see all these little gouges?
Yeah.
Those are axe marks. Bitter cold outside, they would actually have to bring the wood inside to split it.
Okay.
So that's just part of it.
What was the year again, just in case I think you caught that.
1856.
When this was built? Okay.
Correct. 1856. And then in 1857 it was established as the stagecoach inn.
Yeah, that place was awesome. Yeah, just because, it was, I like historically rich places, and that definitely had a lot of history, because it's like...
As of for, being an actual member, I mean, I enjoyed the case that I did go on, and, and I was just amazed how fast, Allie was just, attached to me and all that. Okay, remember we were in here earlier talking, weren't we? About you saw somebody over by your mommy's purple t-shirt? Is there anybody, what was it, Sally? Is Sally still here? Where's she at? She's still standing over there? What? You want me to tell her to go away? I feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable about doing this. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for talking with me. Give me a hug. Oh, you're a sweet girl. As we're trying to watch things, and just like watching that one chapter with you the other night. It's just like, wow, I didn't know we could do so. Yeah, I didn't think we could do those kind of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Last thing that we will ask of you for tonight, and we will leave.
Did she say thank you? Got her through.
If you're here with us, let us know. Give us one more sign. Create a white light to fill this room.
Great.
I heard
Free?
To lift you up and remove you from your captors into the white light.
I'm going.
The door is opened. All you have to do is head towards it. You can go with him, and you can leave this environment of dread, this environment of pain. Yeah, and with you, we brought you on because recently Kim has stepped away a little bit, and so we brought you on to help out in the case manager area.
Yeah.
And so do you think that's a nice fit? Because I think you just like her, love history, love researching. And
Oh, yeah.
Research my house. There you go.
There you go.
I should,
Good test for you.
I don't have the
Abstract?
abstract yet. Or else I'd let you see it, but I've been waiting on that.
Well, I
Could've
tried
had that
to.
baby read by now if you did.
I tried to curse the house that we had to move out of in Story City, so I'd love to know I'd like to go and knock on the door and go, get anything weird going on here?
Well, no, I just mean I have a vivid
other-
experience, but it was before I was with you guys. Well, I've only been with you guys on the Marshalltown one so far, and I didn't have any, what you'd call personal experiences in that one. I just kind of was very impressed with the general operation. I mean, the type of stuff that you'll watch your DVDs and you're not going to notice because you're doing your job and it's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You don't notice that stuff watching it on TV, but that's honestly the stuff I've been really impressed with so far.
It's been said already, but honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next. This is just impressive.
You're still building your portfolio. so
Pretty
to
much.
speak,
With you
so
guys,
it's
yes.
Understandable.
Yes, outside of stuff,
Oh yeah.
Other
All of
stuff.
us. I've had things
I want to
outside
hear.
of us too.
I want to hear his experience.
But
That beaver.
Beaver is your favorite? Yeah. That by far was, especially when the little whatever it was
Even though-
crouching down by us.
Well, yeah, he ran by me.
Are the three negatives? Are they malicious? They ominous?
Oh, I don't know, but that's why I was looking up, man.
Something just ran by here.
I know.
Are the three negatives? Are they malicious? They ominous?
I don't know, but that's why I was thinking about it.
Something just ran by.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
I know. Oh God. Oh God.
I heard it was like
Something? Okay, I got up first because something touched me in the back of my neck. Nothing was behind me.
for audio potential.
And then
footsteps.
something just ran right between us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was, even though I was freezing.
But you had the gun metal taste.
Yeah.
You heard voices and sounds out loud. We were getting interaction with K2
Yeah.
and motion line. I mean, it was a nice case.
I really wish Jason would have been on there.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to experience.
I mean, I was like, I think that was the very last investigation that I went on with you guys. It was the Edinburgh. I mean, I don't know when you. I think it's just like the more of the simple things, the things that you actually, you know, when you start picking up on things, and it's just, you know, just the things that you didn't think you'd pick up on, and the things that you experience, to whether you feel something or whether something comes to you or whichever. But Edinburgh was, yeah, it was. I just felt like I was opening up a little bit more. I was starting to get sort of a heaviness, but a lightness in the chest. That I could just feel a presence.
From a sensitive standpoint, and Jason was kind of feeling a little bit of it too, and it was fairly new to him, I think, in this aspect, but we were getting some passerbyers, some of the energies that felt a little different.
It's just in my head that there's a little girl.
No, that's fine. That's your mental eye is what I call it. Because that's what I got.
What's popping up.
That's what I got upstairs on the top floor.
Yeah.
The one that was going.
Yeah.
Was someone in the 5 to 8 years of age.
Are you a little girl?
You get lost in the history, which is cool. I do too. Alex did too at Stagecoach.
But where's Jason? I don't know. He
I
went
would-
upstairs alone. Yes.
As usual.
The most that I remember picking up on was probably at Tress's in their bedroom, and
Oh yeah, that case.
the things that I was picking up in the room, I mean, it kind of amazed me a little bit.
Just kind of emotional. Really pain in my neck. Like right. Ow. Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay? Do you need to step
No,
out?
I'm fine.
Do you need to get my kids in the other room? I can.
No, I'm fine. I can just feel like help, you know what I mean?
Empathic.
How many fires were here?
Well, the town caught on fire.
The town did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've had quite a few memories so far. I would say mine, I don't know, Beaver's up there. I guess for the negative positive, my favorite like negative kind of semi-aggressive experience was at Beaver because it was most active, and it just, even though it was like,
Yeah.
Barney was alright too, or negative I should say, better word, but.
The thing at Stagecoach was pretty sweet when the little graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Is that Jane E. Comstock that we're talking with? Is there anybody you'd like to have us contact? Let them know that you're okay.
Yes, very much so.
Do you still have a relative that's alive that you would like to visit with?
Oh my gosh, was there a couple here? Was it like a buried together and then one was taken away and the other one's still here? That's what I'm getting. Oh my gosh.
I would say favorite positive so far. There's a lot of positive feelings, which I like. That our team encounters more positive because I think that's a compliment of our people as a whole, and we get more positive interactions. Because if you're negative and negative, you know, I would say the Englands, Indiana.
Oh.
Because that case, that was just so. When he started talking to me in tongues, that was amazing.
So you can tell I really believe in God with all my heart, and I urge every one of you to. I really do.
You're very strong. For some reason, I gotta do it here. Can you hold this? It's okay with you. I feel like I need to give you a hug for some reason. Okay? I'm just gonna go with it. Very strong. And you feel it.
Obviously, Eric felt the same thing and said something to him about a hug. It was like the whole room lit up with this great spiritual love. It was quite a moment in time. I'm going to remember that the rest of my life.
Seikku sorsa tekniikka tahata, usienga hatsikletta. Leikusta tahata, usa tahata, vuosienga hakassa tehikama. Glory to God. Glory to God.
Speaking in tongues can also be described as glossolalia, which is what it's termed as, and it's believed by many to be a purest form of prayer, or also connection with heavenly forces.
And then we caught the footage of that white, for 2 minutes of the whole 8 hours of footage. It was only 2 minutes or 3 of it was just white now. It was like ectoplasm that was coming in through.
Now that was the grandfather.
Yeah, and it was in front of, in between Jesse's house and where the grandfather lives, because there's 2 houses on the property, and that ectoplasm was right in between, and it was cool. A lot more on Here's to 2014 and Chapter 4 coming up on, and I think we're free to keep on our path and keep doing what we've been doing and responding to cases that need help. You guys, especially working together, would be fun. I think that would be good to have multiple case managers, because case manager is one of those admin positions. It's important to have somebody still do it, because with me doing everything I'm doing, if I have to do that again, pull my hair out.
Yeah.
So it's nice if you're gone that she can hold down the fort. If she's sick or something and can't do a case, that hopefully review, that'd be nice. But I think production's a better suit for you. I like the clips and some of the footage that you got us. Compliments passed from Clay as well.
Thanks, Clay.
So,
With Chapter 3 wrapping up here, we're looking forward to plowing through and into Chapter 4 and helping out as many other people that we can and take on and hopefully provide some resolution in future cases.